Everybody in this room, we're leaders. We have strong personalities. We want to do better. And we can always learn. I'm always learning. I'm always listening to people. Because I know I can do better. So we got to talking. So I told him, I said, put something together. So what he's going to do today is give y'all just kind of a little teaser. Then he's going to come back to orientation. We're going to talk a little bit more about leadership and so forth, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Gregg.
Hey, I don't want to be in front of you too long, but I want to tell you a couple of things. First thing is, in 2012, I had an idea. The idea was to start a company called Agape Leadership. And that idea stayed with me, and it stayed with me, and it stayed with me. In 2017, on August the 1st, Agape Leaders was started. And one day I'm scrolling on TikTok, and I see one of my favorite people, Denzel Washington. He says, without commitment, you'll never start anything. Without consistency, you'll never finish. And I got to thinking about Agape Leaders. Commitment and consistency is what I want to stand in front of you and talk about as a leader. If you don't have it, you're never going to achieve that thing that you say you want to achieve. On June the 27th, 2018, we started something called Word Wednesday. We have never missed a Wednesday. If you want to listen to a Word Wednesday, it's our podcast now, but it started as something called Word Wednesday. We've never missed a Wednesday. Why is that important? Because of consistency. You guys are sitting in here, and every one of you is a high achiever. How do I know? I can see the sash. So the question isn't whether or not you're a high achiever. The question is, will you always be? Are you on this path forever, which you're allowed to stay on it? Or are you going to get off the path because you don't have the consistency? There's an expression that says, opportunity knocks. Why does opportunity knock? Because opportunity is never going to walk into your house uninvited. If you don't do something, you will never get the opportunities that you think you deserve. That's why opportunity knocks. And here's something you don't want to hear. Opportunity almost never knocks twice. It's got an attitude. If you don't want me, I'm moving on to the next thing. So I want you to remember this commitment and consistency, because if you will have commitment and consistency, you will develop what we call a habit of greatness. A habit of greatness is why you see people on television and in these businesses doing all these great things. They're not better than you. They're just more consistent than you. Great people do the exact same things that you do. They just do them every day, and they do it more often in the day. So in a couple of weeks, 7 weeks or so, we're going to invite you back to orientation. And you're going to come in there and you're going to tell us, oh, we're ready, I'm ready for this, and we're going to give you all your final stuff. And then a few weeks later, you're going to stand in front of a group of people and you're going to say, hey, this is me and this is why I need to be Miss Florida's teen or Miss Florida. And the reality is, don't get mad, I'm about to speak sacrilege in this room. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, more people will never be Miss Florida, more people will never be Miss America than who will be. But the question is, will you achieve greatness? Will you lead us, whether you have a sash and crown on or not? And that's what I want you guys to do. So over the next 7 weeks, I want you to commit. I'm giving you a challenge. I want you to commit to developing a habit of greatness. If you will, not just getting better 1% every day, but being specific. I'm doing this. And at the end of the night, when you sit down on the side of your bed, you ask yourself, what did I do today? And when the answer is nothing, get up and go do something. Send out a tweet. Send somebody a little message. Put a text out that says, hey, I love you. I'm thinking about you. Because that's what greatness is. It doesn't wait for opportunity to knock. When opportunity comes to greatness's door, the door's already open. Come on in. I've been waiting for you. And you guys enjoy the rest of this time. Thank you, Mr. Keith.